Hello everyone. Today this is yoga for breast cancer. And we're going to start with simple cross legs. I want you to be aware that I want you to go slowly, respectfully to your body and mind, and notice your breath, and there should be no force. There should be a minimal amount of effort, and you watch how your body responds to all of this so that you can alleviate some of the symptoms of the chemotherapy and the other medicines that you may have. So first I'm going to put the mat down, and we're going to start with the bolster and the blankets because we're going to have plenty of support for simple cross legs. I'm going to have a bolster and one blanket. Then I have 2 blocks, one for each hand, in the case that we need more support for the hands and back. Then I have 2 blankets, and I'm going to roll them. And each roll will be underneath the knee, so that there is a feeling of relaxation in your hips and in your upper inner thigh. So this is the upper inner thigh right here between the knee and the hips, and have the feet below the opposite knees as much as possible. With my hands or with my mind, I want to turn the back of the thigh from the midline out to the sides, from inside out, and place the roll blanket underneath the knee, so that there is a relaxation of the knee and of the hips. Then have your hands on the thighs, the shoulders above the hips, and just sit here with your eyes open, gazing forward, softening the gaze from the back of the eye, from the back of the brain, and just really see if you can exhale nice and soft and smooth so that your parasympathetic nervous system can take some control over any anxiety or stress that you're feeling. And you see my hands are placed in a way that my elbows descend, like there's no real effort to where my hands are. It's completely relaxed. Yeah. This is one of the simplest things you can do, and it's very profound because it makes you feel safe, and it also gives you the feeling of that your nerves calm. You want to calm your nerves. Now, the next one we're going to do is for the head down. This helps if you have, even if you're not going through chemotherapy and you feel like you are having a migraine or a headache, but with the effects of these medicines, the nausea comes and you feel like maybe you have achiness or fatigue, and to rest the front of the head so the back of the brain rests on the front brain, it can be very soothing. So I'm going to get a chair, and let's see if we can just round the back a little and rest the head down. I'm just going to turn the bolster setup so you can see how I'm going to rest the head in the chair, but in your own place, you don't have to change this at all. You can just place the chair wherever you need to. I'm going to place the bolster here on the chair, and I'm going to have the blanket for my hips. And if you find it more comfortable with your feet together, knees apart, you can. It's really all about how you can sit comfortably without force. And of course, the most advanced yogis know that the yoga needs to come with an effortless ease. So you want to look for that all the time, and a sense of lightness. You see, my elbows are on top of the bolster, and my shoulders are down, and my back is rounded, and there's not a lot I'm going to do here physically, besides allowing the back of the neck to relax and the forehead skin to move down. And the nice thing about this pose is you can feel the breath starting to get longer and softer and smoother. And when the back of the brain rests, the front brain stops to calculate and think and stress about so many things. So this is why we recommend this when you're feeling anxious or the nausea comes. The next one we're going to do is laying back in Supta Baddha Konasana. And this one softens the abdomen so that the breath can easily, softly move into the ribs, and you feel the breath coming without any effort. So I'm going to remove the chair and get my belt. So one bolster and one blanket and one belt. I make the belt into a loop so that it gets around my hips and my feet. And then I do the same thing that I did with the roll blankets that I do with this. I place the roll blankets underneath my hips and I rest back, nice and easy. And I have my palms up and I let go. And so here, the stretch of the legs, of the bound angle, lets my breath easily come in. Because when you soften the body, not only does the blood go to that soft place, but the breath is like effortless. That's why we do these asanas and then we relax the body, because you'll see that the breath comes easier that way. Palms are up, turn the shoulders, not too much, not too little. Raise the chest and let go. I like to feel the bottom floating ribs spread out to the sides. You can really feel it. You're looking for being sensitive about your body. That's one of the hallmarks of these asanas, is sensitivity. And when you open up those intercostals and you feel the breath touching those those ribs like a string of pearls, then you observe your breath and then you see that the mind calms down. Yeah, it's very nice. One of the poses I like to do is the bridge, Setubandha Sarvangasana. And the way we're going to do it today is with a bolster, but underneath the sacrum, so that there is no lift or push underneath the spine. And what I want you to work on is the simple act of turning your arms, your shoulders, raising the sides of the ribs, and as minimal amount of stretch around the breast as you can physically, but as much sensitivity as you can with how the breath moves into that area, so you can get very conscious of what's going on with your body. And also you'll feel safe. You'll feel like there's nothing that's going to harm you. You really want to feel safe in these asanas. So I'm going to put the belt down, and I have the bolster right here next to me. I'm going to lay down, and first I'm just going to have the palms up, bent knees, look straight up with your eyes open, and get those shoulder blades to move down and in, raising your hips. Place the bolster underneath where your sacrum is. And you can keep the legs bent or straight. I think for now, keep them bent. And you can push your heels a little bit to make sure the back of the body moves down away from your neck. And relax your neck. And just really feel the presence of the breath and of the Lord within your heart rise up. There must be a sense of lightness. If it's heavy, it's not right. And if it's light, it's right. And you can stay in this for a few minutes, but remember that every time you breathe, there's a lightness in your mind, and you exhale any worries that may come there. Then, after this, you bend your knees, turn to your right. After this, we're going to do Shavasana. And with Shavasana, I want you to have some lift underneath your spine. And the legs just go. Let's do it together. The bolster and the blanket. And the thighs, your mind is on the thighs moving down. The thigh bones moving down towards the floor. That's it. One simple, mindful action. Place the hips down, rest the body back, palms up, legs relax completely, feet out to the sides, and the thigh bones become, they descend with gravity. And then from there, the breath is invited all the way in and up. Good. Bend your knees. Turn to your side. Come up. Thank you, everyone. It was very nice to share this with you. I'll share more, and have a wonderful day.